Paris is literally burning. The violence that is happening right now in Paris is horrifying. Three Kurds were killed. Yes, there is displacement. These people have tried to escape from a war zone, but making Paris into a war zone, how does that justify whatever they have been going through at their own place? It does not make sense. You have sympathy of people all over the world, especially the left wing, because you have been going through shit. I know, because there have been things that have been done to you by the West countries from the West, their politics, US, British. But then when you have immigrated to, in this case, France, and you have certain issues, there are going to be certain issues. I'm not saying you should live an oppressed life, but then reacting through violence, through the kind of violence that you are perpetrating in France right now, how is that justified? I mean, who is not struggling? Whether you are the indigenous population, whether you have been living in that country, whether you are a French yourself, who is not struggling? There is oppression happening across region, culture, income groups. If any person who feels oppressed starts reacting like this, if every person starts reacting like this, what kind of world are we going to live in? I mean, it's the whole left wing ecosystem of the entire world keeps giving you a long rope, and they're not entirely wrong, or maybe they are. I don't know. I mean, because there is a lot of hypocrisy that goes around in the left wing ecosystem, and they keep encouraging a certain sect of people, because they have been historically victims of injustice. In many parts of the world, not in every part of the world, especially injustice done through the politics from West. Again, United States and British are the two biggest, and France, of course, But now you are living in France, you are living in Paris. How does it make sense to escape from a war zone, and then the place that you escaped to, turning that place itself into a war zone? It's reprehensible, and there is zero justification. I mean, you can keep going back to your history and whatever you have faced in your own country, and whatever you face sometimes in this country, which I just said, everybody faces shit. I'm an Indian, I'm a Hindu, I face shit. It's not a fair world, it's not a perfect world. You cannot react with violence. Of course, the India leftists who were quick to draw analogies between what was happening in Iran last year with what supposedly RSS does are silent. I mean, it's like they're not even aware of whatever is happening in Paris from last so many days. I mean, why this silence, Savara Bhaskar, and all the every left wing intellectual? Suddenly you have nothing to say. Now. Whatever was happening last year that had no connection to India, a certain religion is on the receiving end. Even if they're fighting amongst themselves, you make sure you just drag Modi and RSS into it and say, okay, this is what is going to happen in India as well. Why are you silent now? Because they are perpetrators? Because they are the attackers? And how do you even live with this hypocrisy? Do you ever try to look at yourself in the mirror and maybe feel like spitting at your reflection? Because if I was you, I would have done the same. I honestly don't get it. Why is every leftist so silent? Or do you think all the videos that are emerging on Twitter, for example, they are made by Vivek Agnihotri? I mean, it's strange. The hypocrisy. It's unbelievable hypocrisy. I mean, I don't know. It's infuriating to me that you are so vocal when anything happens to a person of Islamic religion anywhere in the world, and you drag Modi and RSS into it. But now they are they are the perpetrators of violence right now, and now we have nothing to say. No condemnation, or no, not even defending. I mean,